Hello Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus, and welcome to your reading. So Scorpio, today we're going to go over your person's energy. We're going to see how they're currently viewing this relationship with you, how they feel about it, and what actions they plan on taking in your direction and are moving forward. So with all that being said, Scorpio, let's get started. Let's get the overall energy for their energy before we get started. Okay, so we do have let go of control issues, allow the situation to unfold naturally. And then we also have calling in your soulmate. This is very similar to like the Magician and Tarot, and we do have soulmate here. The bottom of the deck, I do feel like this person definitely manifested you and this connection that they share with you into fruition. That's not the problem. The problem is that this person's on the fence about the very thing that they manifested into fruition here. Yeah, so they're on the fence about you and this connection that they share with you, but they asked for all this, so I don't know. I don't know. We'll see. Let's get into this person's energy. We're going to focus on how they're currently viewing this relationship with you. How does this person currently view their relationship? With Scorpio. Okay, so we do have the Ace of Cups, we do have the Six of Cups, and then we also have the Nine of Pentacles to the Ace of Swords. So in regards to how this person's currently viewing this relationship with you, for some of you, this could definitely represent the very beginning stages of a relationship. I'm getting two different storylines here, so take what resonates with you and leave behind what doesn't. But for those of you who find yourself in a fairly new relationship, you know, this is somebody who does feel very drawn to you and your energy. They feel very, very connected to you. You know, this connection makes them feel like they've known you their whole entire life, even though technically speaking, you know, they haven't. This relationship is just getting started, but it looks like things are unfolding really, really nicely here between you and them. You know, this connection as well as you does bring a lot of happiness and joy into this person's life. They feel good about you. They do. They feel really good about you. Now, if this is somebody that you already have a lot of history with, I am definitely getting a starting over energy. So you guys could have recently broke up. If that's the case, I definitely see the two of you, you know, making up with one another and getting back together. You guys could have already gone back together with one another, but I am definitely getting that this person wants to do things differently with you this time around. So the way that they went about this relationship in the past, you know, they don't want to go back to that is basically what I'm getting. They want to do things differently with you if this is somebody that you do have a lot of history with. But how does this person currently feel? Okay. Okay. If this is a fairly new connection between you and this person does see this relationship between the two of you heading in the right direction. However, because there's a but to all of this, with the Knight of Pentacles to the Three of Swords, it's like this person's sitting around waiting for things to just go left between you and them. It's as if they look at you and their relationship with you like it's too good to be true. So therefore they think that it is, to the point where we do kind of see them harnessing the energy of it's only a matter of time before things go left. It's only a matter of time before, you know, this doesn't work out between Scorpio and I. Obviously, they're hoping that things work out between you and them, but because they are looking at this entire situation like, I don't know, this kind of looks a little too good to be true, they truly do think that it is. Now, of course, you know, there's a possibility that they, you know, that they could be wrong, and they know that. Hence why they're deciding to proceed forward either which way within this dynamic. It's kind of like the energy of, you know what, I guess we'll see what happens. You know, there's a possibility that this could play out in my favor, and there's a possibility that this could blow up in my face, but I guess we'll see what happens. If this is somebody that you have a lot of history with, I think that this person is very fearful of you breaking their heart one day. Now, even though they understand that that is a possibility, right? They're really hoping that that obviously doesn't happen. It's kind of like the epitome of somebody hoping for the best, but preparing themselves for the worst. This person does come off to me as a very, very cautious individual. I am getting that. You know, they do come off to me as somebody who's very, very cautious. So I do see them proceeding forward within this dynamic that they share with you with caution. All right, let's see what actions they plan on taking in your direction and or moving forward. What actions will this person take towards Scorpio or moving forward? Jeez, okay. If this is somebody that you already have a lot of history with, Scorpio, Because this person has this massive fear, right, of you like breaking in their heart one day, it truly is affecting them within this dynamic that they share with you, which is affecting the relationship between the two of you, is basically what I'm getting. You know, it's interesting because, how do I explain this? It kind of looks like this person doesn't have anything to worry about. You know what I mean? Like, it kind of looks like they don't actually have anything to worry about. It kind of looks like everything on the surface appears to look good between the two of you. It appears to look great. I just kind of feel like because they have this huge fear of you essentially breaking their heart, it does concern me, especially with the Eight of Swords to the Ten of Swords. You know, this is somebody at this point who is extremely convinced that it is only a matter of time before you break their heart. At this point, it's becoming a matter of when, not if it'll ever happen. It's becoming a matter of when in their head anyways. And it does concern me because, you know, I feel like this person, you know, could potentially self-sabotage this relationship here between the two of you, and if they do, they're going to regret it. I am definitely getting that. They're going to regret it if they do self-sabotage things here between the two of you. Now, if this is somebody that you know, is fairly new, that you currently find yourself talking to / getting to know, it's weird. It's like the more time goes by, the more they start to feel like, nah, like this has to be too good to be true. Like you would think that the complete opposite would happen, right? Where they would start to find themselves feeling like, okay, like, all right, this ain't too good to be true after all. All right, cool. You know what I mean? It's weird. It's creating the opposite effect. It's creating the opposite effect. And the main reason why it's creating the opposite effect is because this person has definitely attached themselves to this negative narrative about you and their relationship with you. And because they've attached themselves so much to this negative narrative of you and their relationship with you and how all this is going to go down and play out, this is what's really causing this person to become even more worried and concerned. Because if this person were to go based off of their physical reality with you, it will make them feel better. It will make them feel like, oh, okay, all right, well, so this is not a too good to be true type of situation after all. If they would have went based off of their physical reality and not this negative narrative they created in their mind about you and how they think all this is going to play out between the two of you in the end. But because they rather lean more towards what they think is going to happen between the two of you, this is why this relationship for them is starting to get very, very challenging and very scary for them, because they're choosing to not go based off of facts. They're choosing to go based off of, well, I just think this is what's going to happen, and I think Scorpio is going to do this to me, so yeah, then there's that, which does worry and concern me, because this person could potentially self-sabotage things here with you over something that they think is going to happen. That has yet to happen, by the way, but they think is going to essentially happen. Instead of them going based off of like facts, they rather go based off of, well, I just think that this is going to happen, so then there's that. And because I think that this is going to happen, you know, let me just run away now to avoid, you know, X, Y, and Z from happening to me. If that makes any sense. If that makes any sense. I can't emphasize this enough. This person manifested you into fruition. They basically asked for all of this. And instead of them embracing the very thing that they asked for, the very thing that they manifest into fruition for themselves, it's like they rather run in the opposite direction of it. All right, let's see what the romance angels have to say. We have codependency, which landed over here, which I'm not shocked by that. Codependency is very similar to the devil in tarot. Now, this could definitely represent fear, which is exactly what this person's experiencing on their behalf. That could potentially cause them to self-sabotage a really good thing, but this is what Spirit wants this person to know about you and their current situation with you. Keep an open mind. Your soulmate may differ from your usual type and expectations. I think it's safe to say that you're very different from what they're accustomed to dealing with, which is the reason why this person likes you so much, which is the reason why they're developing so much emotions for you. I just think that this relationship, it is going to take some getting used to for them, because for a while they might find themselves looking at you like you're a little too good to be true. I just think that they're finally getting, you know, what it is that they've always prayed for and wished for. I just think that it's going to take them a little while before they actually realize that, as well as accept that. And you You might need to utilize a lot of patience with this person, as well as give this person grace, because this journey for them is very challenging and difficult for them. This is going to require you to reassure them, you know, from time to time. You know, this might even require you to have to prove your love and loyalty to them, you know, from time to time. And, you know, there's no doubt in my mind that they will essentially overcome this. It's just going to take some time. All right. So that is what I have for you. Hopefully the reading helped. Hopefully it resonated. And I will see you guys in your next reading. Bye.